We'll see. Just like another investing team, Chelsea on the other side of London.
Oh my God, I can't believe about that. I can't believe that team exists. I cannot believe it.
How can you spend 100? What you spent 72 on Kepa, right?
Well,
Turned out to
the
hold
money they got from Hazard, they
Yeah.
spent this summer.
Right,
A
right.
little more, but like,
But how have they spent it? Think about it.
what do you mean?
72
They did a great
Kepa.
job, I think.
Hold on, 72 Kepa.
No, that's
72
before.
Havertz.
That's before Hazard.
Hold on. 72 Havertz.
No, but
70
Kepa's before Hazard.
All right, so Pulisic.
That's also before Hazard.
But so wasn't that with that money?
I don't think so.
All right.
Because he signed before the deal was done.
It doesn't matter. I think they have a net spend of 70 over the past 5 years. Essentially with
Maybe.
Essentially with let's look at their outlay, right, and what they currently have, and that's basically what it is. You have all these transactions, you flow, they spend it up. They spent 70 million more. So technically they should have a better squad through this 5 years. So let's take a look at it, right?
Okay.
You spent 72 million on Kepa, you spent 72 on Havertz, you spent another 50 on Timo Werner, who today looked like a shadow of a shadow. And then Ziyech already injured.
I'm surprised you
Hold
didn't say
on.
about Kepa. That's what I'm surprised you didn't say anything about Kepa.
Kepa today.
Oh my
another
God.
horrid show. But think about it. Hold on. Kepa and Werner. That's what, 120 million? What are they today?
Yeah.
I mean, they looked horrible. They played for the other team today.
Right, but I think the potential that this team has is incredible.
And you hear the stories about Werner and not being able to play in front of fans and having
Yeah, that's why Real Madrid didn't buy him initially.
and exactly, and no fans today. And no fans. So imagine fans come in, they start.
If I
getting on his
was an
back.
owner, I would not invest the money in him. Just because you can't tell what he's going to do. If his ears are bothering him because of the fans, he's not going to not play. Then why are you paying so much money?
And they did.
Listen, we'll be smarter next summer.
We'll
You
be
know what I
smarter
mean?
next summer, but
It's not fair to judge a player based on this.
It's not
first
fair.
2
You know
weeks.
what? And you get a year, right? You get a year to transition. You look even at Pepe. You know Pepe had
First year transition, second year is like, okay,
You gotta
prove
start
your money
showing.
worth, or
Exactly.
you're out.
Exactly.
Or you're out.
So we'll give him time, but when you look at it, they've outlaid on a goalie, and they've outlaid on center attacking mids.
The goalie,
Because
big
Werner
mistake.
doesn't have a killer instinct in front of goal. We saw that today.
well, again, you're judging off one game.
Judging, all right,
Or
judging
two,
off of
if you
one
want
game.
to clip.
But so far he hasn't shown, and
Why? He was
think-
great for when he played in Germany. He was
I think there's a reason. Let's say that a team like Real Madrid wouldn't go after him.
Yeah.
Reasonable fee, and Real Madrid need that kind of a player.
Right, but again, the whole ears issue that he has, I think that's. If I was an owner, I'd be like, why don't we look at somewhere else? Because
Exactly.
if you're gonna invest like what is it, 70, 80, what is it, something
Yeah.
like that, on a striker that needs to perform under pressure. When you're Real Madrid, when you're Barcelona, when you're these great clubs, when you're playing Champions League finals,
Right.
and when we need that 1 point to win the championship in your league, like you can't count on a player that's gonna be basically sick.
Right,
Because
yeah.
because of the fans yelling at him, booing at him. I don't mind him getting pissed or getting depressed or whatever, but if you medically cannot perform because of
Yeah.
fans,
Exactly.
I wouldn't be worried about that.
All right. Anyway, that's something both London
Because
teams
they
can get
they
onto
can't hear the
on.
virtual fans, so maybe that's good for him. But
Yeah,
as
yeah.
soon as they come back, I don't know how soon that's gonna be.
I don't know how
But
soon. And he's unreliable, and I guess that just goes to back up what they got going on in defense, right?
Yeah, I mean theoretically Chelsea did strengthen up their defense. They got Thiago Silva, right?
Thiago Silva, right?
But is he injured? He's still out. He didn't play today. He was in bleachers. He was the only
in
fan. He
bleachers.
was the only Chelsea fan,
He
I
was the
think.
only Chelsea
and,
fan. I think he's either injured or maybe just coming back from
Maybe.
he was at the
He
Champions
was in
League
the final,
finals,
but he has
right,
a vacation, yeah.
right.
But look at Kai Havertz, great potential.
And then they
But why is
signed-
he? Shouldn't he be playing in the middle? Why is he playing right wing? Shouldn't he be playing in the middle?
like a 10, or are you talking about like a 9?
I would put him like a 10.
Put him like a 10. I mean, the thing is, I think that
Because he's
Lampard-
creative. He's so creative.
Right,
he
but-
has good ball control. He has
Right.
good.
Right.
He has a good vision.
Right.
Let him take control of the game. Let him play free. Let him take control. Let him feed Timo Werner.
So
Let him feed Pulisic, or right now it's Mason Mount. Let him feed them.
Yeah.
Play who's the other guy that can play on right wing? Because they sold Willian, right?
Yeah, they still Willian.
They have Hudson-Odoi.
Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah,
You
he's
got
also
Hudson-Odoi.
great potential.
Yeah, and you got Mason Mount to play in the middle too. But that's my point. They got all these center attacking mids. You can't play them all. So some are gonna want to win. So you're gonna lose value there because they're not gonna play. You don't have a killer forward, and your defense was shaky, right? I think they conceded the most goals out of the top 10 last year.
Makes sense.
And to only get a player that's 36 right? You got Sarr. They signed Sarr on a free transfer from Nice as well, and then they loaned him out. So you go and you question that. You know, you really need a defender. Christensen today, another bad decision.
Oh,
right?
well, I mean, bad decision. I don't know. Because
right? I mean,
could he have gotten a yellow card out of that? No, right? Because if he tackles the guy, he's the last defender. Your attacker is on a run. He's the only one. Like if he tackled him, it's a red card.
Right.
If he doesn't tackle him, you say, why do we tackle him?
Right.
You know, look at I'm throwing back because I was at the Champions League game, Real Madrid Man City first leg last year.
Right.
If Ramos does not make that tackle, you're 3-1 down. I'm not gonna talk about the second leg because I cried for like 2 weeks straight after that. I'm over it. I don't want to talk about it. But we had a chance. Theoretically, we had a chance. If you were 3-1 down, you're out. You know.
Yeah.
Against Pep, I don't see anyone coming back from a 3-1 deficit. But his sacrifice for that red card, he gave you a chance. If you look at Valverde when he made that tackle on Morata but
forget the reality. Look at this game. Look at today.
No, I'm just saying the tackle. I don't think it was a bad tackle. I think he had nothing to do.
But
what could he have done?
Hold on. But is it worth to, let's say, to strip Mane of a goal scoring opportunity and to leave your team for 50 minutes at the very least without a man down?
That is true. It was very early on in the game.
Very early on in the game. If it was the last 10 minutes, you know, I could give you that. You want to just edge it out, make sure he doesn't get that. You're up 1-0.
Listen,
and it has still to be an important game. I mean, you're still putting your team in
they won 2-0, right, Liverpool?
They won 2.
2, right?
2-0.
So the first goal was penalty kick, you know, red card.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Second goal was a.
It was a free kick. They missed. It wasn't the first goal. Wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. So and then the second goal was a Kepa error, right? Croyd's type of thing. Right.
Horrible error, yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that I think Chelsea held up pretty decently with 10 players.
Yeah,
I think they did a good job, and which leads me to say that I don't think Liverpool is looking that strong.
I mean,